Alright, what's up guys? We're live. I appreciate you guys tuning in already. We got a 9-game Wednesday slate to talk about. As always, we're gonna, answer questions, talk through the slate. We'll be live for about 25-30 minutes. If you guys have any questions, you can start throwing those in chat. News-wise today, it's been somewhat of a quiet day. Now, we did get a game postponed. So the Heat and Spurs game is postponed for today. The Heat just didn't have enough available players. So, on Miami, there was some guys I did like on Miami. Jimmy Butler, Yurt7. Obviously, you're not going to play those guys now. But other than that game getting postponed, there isn't too much news that's really changed a ton today. We can still, obviously that could change. There could be guys that get ruled out from now till lock, but been a pretty quiet day so far, so nothing's really changed too much. If you guys have questions, start throwing those in chat. Hit the like button. Before we answer any questions, I do appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate all the likes as always, and hope you guys had a good night last night. We could have had a good night last night, especially on Prize Picks, man. We had a 4-pick power we were running on Prize Picks. We needed 7 rebounds from Kevon Looney to win it, and Kevon Looney played 26 minutes last night, got us 5 rebounds. Brutal, man, brutal. Could have had a really good night last night if Kevon Looney would have got 7 rebounds. Luka Garza in play tonight, and what about Caris LeVert with Brogdon out? Yeah, Luka Garza, I think, is a viable cheap play tonight. I don't think he gets a ton of ownership. He's not really projecting for much ownership. But Detroit, they're one of these teams right now that is just missing so many freaking guys. You look at all the guys that are listed out. The only available players they have are Sadiq Bey, Diallo, Frank Jackson, Garza, Walton, Diallo, Pickett, Robinson, Stanley, I think, might be on the team. I don't know, unless they just signed him. Cassius Stanley. Yeah, so he's on the team. I know last game they only played 9 guys. I think they might have 10 guys tonight, 10 available players. But we should expect good minutes from Luka Garza. Luka Garza started at center, only played 20 minutes, but he fouled out in 20 minutes. So, if he doesn't foul out last game, if he's not in foul trouble, how many minutes does he play? Probably 28, 30. So, 3,500, if we get high 20s minutes from Luka Garza, yeah, especially if he's going to be low owned, he's a really solid value, I think. And then LeVert without Brogdon, LeVert for me was only going to be in play at his price point if Brogdon got ruled out. And now that Brogdon is officially out, I think Caris LeVert does look like a really good option. Obviously, great matchup against Charlotte. Charlotte's bad defensively. They play really fast. Yeah, I think LeVert, even at 9-1, is still a solid play. And if you play on Yahoo, LeVert is really, really cheap over there. I think he looks like a really good play on Yahoo. Kyle Anderson or Mason Plumlee? Give me Kyle Anderson, assuming he starts, Nick. But I think, both those guys are in play today. Plumlee, if Plumlee gets the minutes like he got last game, and Plumlee, we saw what he did. He was really productive. I would think against the Pacers, a big front court, they're going to need Plumlee out there. But I would probably take Kyle Anderson straight up if he starts. Morant, Skylar Mays, Shawnee Brown, Little, Garza, Trey, Reddish, Capella. I think that's solid, Bill. I think that's solid. Shawnee Brown, I'm not as interested in. I know he started last game and played 30 minutes, but he's not a guy I'm too excited to roster. But the rest, I think's really good. Favorite values today? I hope you're having a good day, brother. Hey, doing well, DD. Doing well, my man. My favorite values today, probably Joe Ingles, Malik Monk. Malik Monk's been playing a ton of minutes lately. Even with Wayne Ellington back today, I think Malik Monk still plays 35, 36 minutes, so he looks like a solid value. Luka Garza, if you want to take that risk. Obviously there's foul trouble risk with Luka Garza, but I think if he stays out of foul trouble, he's got upside. He's really cheap. Marcus Morris is pretty cheap. I like him a lot with PG and Reggie out. Those are kind of some of my favorite values. Kemba, Turner, or Horford? So Kemba, Miles Turner, or Al Horford? Give me Al Horford there. I like Bane and James. Would you still play Morant or go with Halliburton? Good luck tonight, brother. Hey, good luck, Michael. I would still play Morant. I think it's fine to play Morant, Bane together, especially just because of how good of a matchup it is against the Lakers. How good of a game environment should be a fast-paced game. I think playing Morant, Bane, James in the same lineup is totally fine. And straight up, I would take Morant over Halliburton. Booker, Brunson, or Fox? Give me Jalen Brunson. Morris, Reddish, Diallo, or Little on Yahoo? Give me Cam Reddish there. Fournier or Marcus Morris? Give me Marcus Morris. Any interest in Brunson? I think Brunson's solid. Without Luka, we've seen a very heavy role for Jalen Brunson. Same with Porzingis too. Matchup against Sacramento is pretty good. Yeah, I think the price tag at this point is where it should be for Jalen Brunson, but the upside is definitely there in a good matchup. So he's still in play for me. Who's better, Gary Trent or Wiggins? I think I would rather have Gary Trent over Andrew Wiggins, but I don't know. Richardson, Kemba, or Bledsoe? Give me Eric Bledsoe there. Or pick 2. I would take Kimba and Bledsoe. Bagley, McDaniels, Garza, or Frank Jackson, all $10. Give me Luka Garza. Appreciate everything you do for us, Noah. Hey, Devin, appreciate you tuning in, my man. Do you like Monk if he starts? I do like Malik Monk if he starts. He's super cheap. The minutes should be there. He's been like one of their best scoring options lately. Even with Wayne Ellington playing today, I think Malik Monk plays like 35, 36 minutes, so he still looks like a solid value. Richardson or Pritchard with Smart out? I think Pritchard looks pretty solid. Pritchard last game played he literally almost played the entire game. Peyton Pritchard played 45 minutes last game. Now, I don't know if that's something we can expect to happen again, but I think they're fine giving Peyton Pritchard a ton of minutes right now without Marcus Smart, without Dennis Schroeder, without Jason Tatum. Like, Peyton Pritchard's one of their better offensive players that they have. So, I think at 5K, Peyton Pritchard still looks pretty solid now that Smart's officially out. Thoughts on Frank Jackson? I think Frank Jackson's playable. Not like a priority for me, but, with how thin Detroit is right now, Frank Jackson, Diallo, Sadiq Bey, like all these guys are getting opportunity. So I think Frank Jackson is in play. If he was cheaper, I'd have a lot more interest at 5,300. I think that's what his price is. He's just like an okay option. How long does withdrawal take on Yahoo? Mine says pending since Monday. Usually for Yahoo, man, it usually takes like 2 to 3 business days. So if you send in a withdrawal on like Monday, you probably won't get the money in your PayPal till Wednesday or Thursday. If you don't have your money by like Friday, I would definitely contact support. And the thing about, man, Yahoo, their support is so freaking, like, it's so bad. But just, try and contact support if you don't have it, like, within the next few days. Thoughts on John Morant, Malik Monk, Joe Ingles, Marcus Morris, JaVale McGee, Cam Reddish, Hamidou Diallo, LaMelo Ball. I think that's really solid, Tom. I like that lineup a lot. John Morant, Malik Monk, Terrence Mann, Triple J, Larry Nance, Joe Ingles, DeRozan, Marcus Smart. Well, Marcus Smart's out, Jace, so don't play Marcus Smart. But the rest of that lineup, I think, is fine. YouTube's not showing you are live, haters? Good God. YouTube's not showing I'm live. I don't know why that is. We got a lot of people in chat, so I'm guessing I should be live. LeVert's only 6,600 on FanDuel, must play. Oh my God, yeah. I don't play on FanDuel that often, but man, LeVert at 6,600, that's so bad. I mean, he's going to be like 80% owned on FanDuel. He's pretty cheap on Yahoo too. He's going to be really chalky on Yahoo, but you just kind of have to play him. Plumlee or McGee? I would take JaVale McGee straight up. Any word on Smart? Smart's out. We just got that like 15 minutes ago. Marcus Smart is out. Jackson, Bagley, or Ingles? Give me Joe Ingles. You think Kyle Anderson starts tonight? I think he does. John Conchar has been starting, but I think now that Conchar's out, Kyle Anderson is the guy that most likely slides in there and starts at small forward. Is Jalen Smith worth a punt at his low price? Probably not. Like, he's going to split center minutes with JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee's probably going to play like 25, 26 minutes. Jalen Smith probably plays like 20, maybe. Maybe they play some small ball lineups with like, Cam Johnson or Jay Crowder at the 5. I don't think on this slate I'd be playing Jalen Smith. I would only do that like if you're playing the 2-game or 3-game night slate. I don't even know if they have a night slate, but YouTube doesn't show when he's live either. I literally have to click on the app to know. I have noties on too. Well, that's just brutal, man. I don't know why it's like that. Bledsoe $19 or JaVale for 17. I would take JaVale straight up. I mean, JaVale busted last time and he was chalk, but man, like JaVale McGee in these scenarios, when he gets like 25, 26 minutes, he can go out there and put up like 45, 50. So I'm fine going right back to JaVale McGee, even though he kind of busted last slate and I played him then. I'm probably going to play him again tonight. Is Walton in play? I think he is. He did start last game for Detroit, and he played a lot of minutes, and he's still pretty cheap, 3,400. Now, I don't know much about this guy, but he played 31 minutes, and basically everyone that was out last game for Detroit is still out. So I think we probably get like 30 minutes from Walton, 3,400. If you want to go there, I think it's fine. I don't really know how much upside he has. Like, I don't know much about him, but if he's going to play 30 minutes and he's 3,400, then yeah, you can definitely go there. John Monk, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris, Garza, Jalen Brunson, Duarte, McGee. I think that's solid, Ryan. Duarte, I'm not that interested in. I know Brogdon's out. Lamb is out too. God, Duarte is just someone I really don't play that often. But the rest of that lineup I do like a lot. Porzingis or DeRozan at power forward? I would play Porzingis straight up. Are you off Peyton Pritchard with the price increase and Josh Richardson back? I think with Marcus Smart out, we did just get that news, Marcus Smart is officially out. I think with Smart out, Peyton Pritchard is still in play. Now, is Peyton Pritchard going to play 45 minutes like he did last game? Probably not, but I think he still does play, mid to high 30s. Bledsoe or Bane? I would take Bledsoe straight up, but that's another close one, man. That's a really close one. I think I'd take Bledsoe straight up. Any interest in Bagley? Yeah, Bagley started last night. I'd assume he starts again. So Marvin Bagley, we know, is a pretty solid point per minute player. Nobody's going to play Marvin Bagley. So I think if he starts again, yeah, you can definitely go there. If he doesn't start, then you're going to be in some trouble. But I think if he starts, he's a solid value. Oubre or Bane? Give me Desmond Bane. Sabonis or Vooch? I think I'd take Sabonis over Vooch. Thoughts on Miles Turner? I don't really play Miles Turner that often. The only time I've played Miles Turner this year is when Sabonis has been out. Like Miles Turner just isn't super productive with playing alongside Sabonis. Plus, he's like a really inconsistent player. Like, he'll put up 45 one night, and then the next night he'll put up 28. It's a good matchup against Charlotte, but Miles Turner on this slate specifically, I'm not too big a fan of. Adam or Anderson for Memphis? Adam? Who is Adam? Oh, Steven Adams? Oh, I got you. Steven Adams or Kyle Anderson? I would probably play Kyle Anderson straight up if he starts. McGee or Garza? Give me JaVale McGee. What about Whiteside as a YOLO Utah? Good chance for a blowout. I mean, maybe Whiteside would play in a blowout. It depends on how bad it is. I mean, I guess Whiteside's playable, like maybe on the late slate. Like, I don't think I'd be playing Whiteside on the main slate. But if you're playing like the 2 or 3 game night slate, then yeah, you could probably play Whiteside there and just hope it's a blowout. But like, I usually don't play guys hoping for a blowout. Especially not on a 9-game slate. Now, on a 2-gamer, yeah, you can do that. But on a 9-game slate, I just don't think it's necessary. You like Vooch? I think Vooch is in play for sure. Vooch, DeRozan, Levine. You can't go wrong with any of those guys. Obviously, they all have a ceiling. When it comes to the Bulls, when they're fully healthy, I know they're missing Lonzo right now. But when it comes to those top 3 guys, it's always tough to like really know which one's going to have the great game. Obviously, it was Vooch that had the great game last time. It could be Levine that goes out there and puts up 60 tonight. Like, we just don't know. But I think Vooch is definitely in play. Stevenson or Mays? I would take Skylar Mays, assuming he starts. And I'm assuming he will start. How would you rank your interest in Phoenix, guys? JaVale McGee is definitely my favorite play from Phoenix. And then I think Devin Booker, Chris Paul are both like fine GPP options, but JaVale McGee is the priority play for me from the Suns. Is Jalen Smith a good dart throw? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Maybe on the night slate you could play Jalen Smith, but on the full main slate, I don't think I'd be going there personally. I just don't think it's necessary. No, what website do you recommend for starting lineups before lock? I would recommend getting on Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter account, make a Twitter account. Follow at underdog __ NBA. Underdog NBA, the guy that used to run the Fantasy Labs NBA Twitter account, he works for Underdog now, Justin. He gets out news really quick, so make a Twitter account and follow Underdog NBA. That's the best way to pay attention to news. And also, if you have the Twitter app on your phone, you can turn notifications on so that whenever Underdog tweets out something, it'll notify you. So that's the best way to get notifications. That's what everybody should be doing. Thanks for all the help, Noah. You're the man. Hey, appreciate that, Mark. Forward for 3,700. Let's see here. Well, Joe Ingles is 4K. If you could get up to Joe Ingles, I would want to do that. But for 3,700, I mean, I guess you could play like Royce O'Neal. I guess you could play Shondae Brown, Stanley Johnson, who started last night. Probably Royce O'Neal would be my favorite guy there, but like I would want to get up to Joe Ingles. If you can find $300, try and play Joe Ingles for 4K. Do you like Jordan Clarkson? I think Jordan Clarkson's in play. Donovan Mitchell should be out again, so without Donovan Mitchell, that benefits Jordan Clarkson, benefits Joe Ingles, benefits Mike Conley. All 3 of those guys are firmly in play. I don't think I'd play all 3 together, but one of the 2 or maybe 2 of the 3 is fine. Porzingis or LeVert? Give me LeVert over Porzingis. Crowder's out. I didn't see that. Oh, Jay Crowder. I think Jay Crowder's been out. Oh yeah, you are right. I was talking about the Suns going small, playing Jay Crowder. I totally forgot that Crowder's out right now. But yeah, they could still go small and play like Cam Johnson at the 5, which would hurt Jalen Smith. And I know some people had questions about Jalen Smith. Any guys so expensive on DK will only play Duarte for Indy? I mean, Sabonis is pretty expensive, but like LeVert at 9,100, I mean, LeVert still has 50-plus point upside and can easily go off for 55, 58 DraftKings points. Like, he's had some really good games these last few games without Brogdon. So I still think LeVert at 9,100 looks like a pretty good play. Obviously, you're not getting a discount on him, but he's still in play for me. Need a Smart replacement. What is Smart's price tag? Smart is 6K. I mean, if you're looking for a direct pivot at 6K, I mean, Jordan Clarkson's, yeah, that's probably your best bet, Jace. That's probably your best bet. Joe Ingles or Malik Monk? I like both a lot, Michael. I would say Malik Monk if I had to choose one of the two. LeBron or Westbrook in play for you? I think LeBron's a really good play, yeah. Westbrook, I'm not as interested in. I haven't been playing Westbrook that much this year. Feel like the only times I've played Westbrook has been when LeBron's been out. But I think LeBron's a really good option. I mean, LeBron's just been so good lately. Reggie Jackson is out. Would you consider Bledsoe over LeVert? I would still play LeVert. I mean, Reggie Jackson was expected to be out. He cleared protocols today, but he's still out for conditioning reasons. So nothing's changed on the Clippers. You know, Reggie Jackson was expected to be out. Paul George is still out. I thought there was a chance that Brogdon would play today, which, you know, would have made me not interested in LeVert. But now that Brogdon's officially out, I think LeVert's in play. 7,500 util on DK. I would probably go Al Horford there. That would probably be my pick. Just without Tatum, I mean, Horford had a really good game last game without Tatum. He played 34 minutes in his first game back from protocols. So he should be good to play 34, 35 minutes today. 7,100. You know, he should be more productive without Tatum. I think I'd take Al Horford there. McGee, Robinson, or Plumlee at center? Give me JaVale McGee. Levine, Morant, Bane, Vooch. If you're asking me to choose between those four guys, I would take Morant. But like, those four guys are like all different prices. McGee or Little? Give me JaVale McGee. Do you like Porzingis? Yeah, I think Porzingis, Brunson are both tournament options. They're not like priority plays for me, but both those guys have upside in a good matchup against the Kings. Still like Nasir Little. Played him last night. Absolutely smashed. Yeah, Nasir Little should continue to play a ton of minutes. No Robert Covington. No CJ McCollum. Like, I know the Portland's just missing a lot of guys as well. Covington out. Nurkic out as well. McCollum out. Dennis Smith Jr. out. Ben McLemore out. So, yeah, if we're going to get 35, 36 minutes from Nasir Little at 5K, he's still in play for me. I still do like him quite a bit. Walton, Wiggins, Mays, or Kenrich? Give me Skylar Mays there. Marcus Morris or Kyle Anderson? I would take Marcus Morris straight up. Reddish or Diallo? Give me Cam Reddish. Pritchard, Monk, LeVert, LeBron, Porzingis, Clinton, Reddish. I think that's solid, Andrew. I think that's a solid lineup. Do you like Ja tonight? I think it's a great matchup for him. It is a great matchup for Ja. He went absolutely nuts against the Lakers earlier this year. Had like his best game of the season. So, yeah, Ja I think's a very solid play. I mean, he's going to be chalky, but he's definitely underpriced for this matchup. Westbrook, Frank Jackson, LeVert, Diallo, LeBron, Marcus Morris, Garza, Vooch. I mean, Westbrook and LeBron together, like, I don't think I'd do that, Brandon. I know Westbrook's kind of cheap on Yahoo, but I don't know if I'd play him and LeBron together. Like, I think I would try and play Ja over Westbrook if you can find the salary. But outside of that, I think that's a solid lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Any interest in Stanley Johnson if he starts? I mean, I think he's viable. Not like a priority value for me, though. He just doesn't offer a ton of upside. Not a great point-per-minute player. We got a $5 super chat from my man Delrose. No message from Delrose, but he gave me a $5 super chat. Appreciate that, Delrose. Who are your favorite prize picks? You helped me win 30K the other day. Thanks. Hey, Delrose, let's go, baby. We'd love to hear that, man. Some of my favorite picks on prize picks tonight, I'll take a look and I'll give you some that I like. So, prize picks right now, they have Luka Garza projected for 23 fantasy points. This is one of my favorite picks that I gave out for Patreon members that I'll give you out since you donated and you asked politely. So 23 fantasy points for Luka Garza I think is a really low projection. He put up 29 fantasy points last game in 20 minutes and he fouled out in 20 minutes. So, like, I think Luka Garza, if it's a close game, is going to play 28, 30 minutes. I mean, they're just missing so many guys. And Luka Garza is a pretty good point per minute player. So over 23 fantasy points for him. That's a pick that I like a lot on prize picks. Marcus Morris, his points, it's gone up. He was at 14.5. He's up to 16.5. I still think over 16.5 points for Marcus Morris is really appealing. I mean, he's gone over this in 4 of his last 5. Without Paul George, without Reggie Jackson, like, Marcus Morris is gonna, he's gonna have to chuck. I mean, they need offense, and he can provide that. So, I think Marcus Morris over 16.5 points is another one you could take. And then Sadiq Bey's points, I've been doing Sadiq Bey points like basically every slate. He's hit it 4 in his last 5. Another guy that's just gonna play a ton of minutes and is gonna shoot the ball a ton. So those are 3 picks I like a lot for Prize Picks if you wanna get those in. But I appreciate the $5 super chat, Delrose. Thank you, my man. That's awesome that you won 30K. That's unreal, bro. All right, we missed it. Man, you guys are running wild with the questions today. How many people we got in chat right now? We got 178 people in chat, man. This is unreal. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I appreciate all the questions. I know I'm like, I can't get every question answered. So if I missed your question, just post it again. I'm just gonna start from the most recent. Garza and Reddish or McGee and Slow-Mo? Give me Garza and Reddish there, Dirty Dan. Little, a good pick on Yahoo. I think Nasir Little looks really good. You have Cam Reddish, who's priced close to him. I think they're the same price. You have Hamidou Diallo, who's priced close to him. I think I'd prefer Reddish and Diallo straight up over Little, but I still think Little's a good play. He's one of the better small forwards on Yahoo. McDaniels or Bagley? Give me Marvin Bagley, assuming he starts again. Have you touched on who benefits with Cade Cunningham being out? I mean, Cunningham's been out for a while, so like kind of, all the guys that have been starting and playing big minutes are benefiting. Frank Jackson, Sadiq Bey, Hamidou Diallo, like all those guys are benefiting right now. There was a chance that Cade could have returned today, but he's going to still be out. Basically, everyone that's been out for Detroit is still out. McGee and Clarkson or Garza and Horford? Give me McGee and Clarkson. Any love for Yurt 7 and Nance? Well, the Miami game is postponed, Robert, so don't play Yurt 7. But Larry Nance, with Nurkic out, Larry Nance should start at center, play 30 minutes. It's a tough matchup against Gobert, but I think Larry Nance is viable. But obviously, yeah, don't play Yurt 7 because that game got postponed. Pritchard or Bledsoe? I would take Bledsoe straight up. Which 2 would you pair together? LeVert, Morant, Porzingis? Give me LeVert and Morant. Brunson, LeVert, or Jaylen Brown? Give me LeVert there, but that's close between him and Jaylen Brown. I like both. Nance, Morris, or Little? Give me Marcus Morris. Kimba or Conley? Give me Conley. That's awesome, Delrose. That's awesome, my man. Yeah, Big T's he's a beast, man. He's a freaking DFS legend. I think Big T wins enough money as it is. I think you could have took first. That would have been nice, but congrats, man. Congrats again. Cam Reddish or Nasir Little? Give me Reddish. We appreciate you, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, Nick. Nick, you're in here like every day, man. I recognize you, or I recognize your name, and I appreciate you tuning in every day. You're always in here asking questions. I appreciate that, man. Sabonis, Morris, or Bagley and Trae Young? Give me Sabonis and Marcus Morris. Who's the best $10 forward on Yahoo? It's probably Marvin Bagley. He's $10 on Yahoo. LeVert or Morant? I would take LeVert straight up over Morant, but those are really close, man. Like, I like both a lot. Yeah, that's a close one. I think I would play both. Best forward for 7K? Let's see. I mean, probably like Cam Reddish or Diallo. I think I'd be playing there. Yeah, probably one of those 2 guys I'd be playing at forward. Kyle Anderson or Cam Johnson? Give me Kyle Anderson. Duarte was just last piece in. Do you like any other forwards for 5.3K? Let's see. I mean, I probably played Nasir Little over Chris Duarte, I think. So if you want to make that swap, you can, Ryan. Jaylen Brown or LeVert? Give me LeVert. Who should I follow on Twitter for updates? Follow at @underdog__NBA. Let's see, where is it at? Okay, we just got word Marcus Morris to see his minutes limit increased. How many minutes did Marcus Morris play last? I didn't even know he's on a minutes limit last game. He played 27. I thought it was a blowout. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the rotations last game. We just got word Marcus Morris is gonna see his minutes limit increased. I didn't know he was on a minutes limit. Where is he at? Okay. So Marcus Morris. Okay, he played. He didn't even play in the he didn't even play in the 4th quarter. So Marcus Morris played 27 minutes and never played in the 4th quarter. So, like, is he really on a minutes limit? He played the entire second quarter. He played like 18 or 19 minutes in the first half. How is he on a minutes limit if he played 18 minutes in the first half? What the hell? Like, none of the starters for the Clippers played in the fourth quarter last game. Yeah, how's a dude on a minutes limit when he was on pace to play 40 minutes? That don't make much sense, but okay. I mean, I don't know what to make of that. Like, I still think Marcus Morris is a pretty solid play, but I guess there's at least somewhat concern if he's on a minutes limit right now. I didn't know he was. Ball, Westbrook, Levine, or Jaylen Brown? Give me Jaylen Brown there. Any interest in Dwight Powell from Dallas? Not really. I never played Dwight Powell, I'll be honest. Yeah, so probably not. Smash the like button, guys. This man the GOAT. Thoughts on Wiggins? I appreciate that, John. Aaron Wiggins, I think, is a okay value. He started last game, played a lot of minutes. I think he started back-to-back games, and he should continue to play a lot of minutes, while all these guys are out for the Thunder. So, yeah, Aaron Wiggins is a viable cheap play for sure. Kimber or Bledsoe? Give me Bledsoe straight up. Clint Capella or Miles Turner? Give me Capella. Diallo or Reddish? Give me Reddish. Have $19 left on Yahoo for util. Any suggestions? I think Bledsoe is $19, so I'll probably play Bledsoe there. Do we still like Monk with Ellington back? I still like Malik Monk a lot. I think he's going to play a ton, just because he's been one of their best offensive scorers, or one of their best scoring. Whatever I'm trying to say, he's provided them scoring. I guess I should say. Like, I don't think Wayne Ellington coming back is just gonna Malik Monk's suddenly gonna play like 20 minutes now. Like, he's gonna still play a ton. Bledsoe, LeVert, Jaylen Brown, Morris, James, that's your little McGee, Conley. I think that's solid, Lucas. I think that's a solid lineup. Almost 200 viewers. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. We're about to end the stream here shortly. I'm gonna try and answer these last few questions. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Over 200 viewers today. That's awesome, man. Seems like every day we're just getting more and more people in here, which is what we love to see. Malik Monk or Joe Ingles? I think I'd take Malik Monk straight up, Joseph, but both those guys are very solid values. Ingles or Bagley for GBP? Give me Ingles. LeBron or Morant? I mean, go LeBron if you have a salary. LaMelo or KP? Give me LaMelo. Pritchard, Clarkson, Anderson, Morris, McGee, LeVert. Pritchard, Clarkson, Anderson. I think that's solid, Simon. Finished 95th last night in large single entry because of Noah's advice. If you're not on his Patreon, you better get in there. Hey, Jason, appreciate that, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the Patreon content. Glad to see you had a good win, man. Let's freaking go, baby. Bledsoe, Frank Jackson, or Kobe White? Give me Bledsoe. Man, Josh Richardson or Kobe White? Give me Terrence, man. Mitchell Robinson or Plumlee? Give me Plumlee. Brown or Booker? Give me Jaylen Brown. Yeah, Plumlee's definitely in play for a cheap center. If he plays the 32 minutes he got last game, Plumlee is pretty likely to do well at his salary. Thank you, Go, always coming through in the clutch. Hey, Alvin, appreciate you, man. Still like Ingles? Yeah, I think, with Donovan Mitchell still out, Joe Ingles is a pretty solid value, and he's still a little too cheap in my opinion at 4K. Halliburton or Booker? Give me Devin Booker. Why has LaMelo's minutes been so low? Thinking about playing him. Some of these games have been blowouts. There's been some games where he's gotten in foul trouble. There's been some games where Ish Smith has been really hot off the bench. I wouldn't look too much into that, Corgi. I think most nights LaMelo's going to play like low 30s minutes. And he's going to be low owned, I'd assume. So I always like LaMelo in tournaments, especially when he's low owned. 10-2 util DK, who's the best? Let's see. Well, LeVert's 9,100. Jaylen Brown's 10K. Probably like Jaylen Brown. I'd be playing there at 10K with Tatum out still. Reddish, Diallo, Bane, all 6,200. Got a preference? I would say Reddish there, Jake. But all three of those guys are viable in my opinion. I would probably take Reddish though. Westbrook or Trae Young? Give me Trae Young straight up over Westbrook. All right, boys. I'm out of here. Best of luck tonight. Big slate, non-gamer. Been a quiet news day so far. Definitely pay attention though, because obviously, bombs could drop at any moment. But we should be good to go for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully, I was able to answer everyone's questions. We should be live again tomorrow, an hour before lock, as always. I think we got a 4-game slate tomorrow, but we'll probably be live an hour before lock, and I will see you guys then. Best of luck, and see you tomorrow, fellas. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys.